Hello, Gearspace. This is Eric Schlappi from Schlappi Engineering. Today we're showing off our boundary, which is our new module, which is a cycling slew envelope generator with a 4-quadrant VCA, which you can use for ring modulation. Right now, I'm creating a kick drum using the angle grinder in the boundary to create a kick drum. The shape can be individually controlled, rise and fall separately between exponential and logarithmic. And since that's created, the shape is created with feedback. If you patch in rise or fall into the CV, then you can change whether it's positive, whether you're inverting the CV. It can go pretty fast, so you can create a nice click for a kick drum. You can also cycle it up the audio rate. You can modulate it at audio rate. And it has this kind of unusual feature, the bound input, which replaces the switching threshold from rise to fall with an external signal. Which is useful for creating bouncing ball effects, among other things. Yeah. Another thing that's cool about the boundary is since it goes to audio rate and it doesn't re-trigger during the rise phase, you can use it for frequency division as well as wave shaping type effects. So if we go over here to this part of the patch, I have another angle grinder as an oscillator going into the trigger input on this boundary. So if we pull volts per octave, we can hear and open up our filter, I guess. So we can voltage control that. So if we we can get some very strange melodic content out of it. So I was just experimenting with some feedback paths with the 100 grit used as a distortion filter in VCA after the boundary being used as a frequency divider and wave shaper. Other uses of the boundary actually include a full wave rectification input for a really nice envelope following, slew input, which is accurate enough for volts per octave portamento, and I was just showing the trig input, which can be used either for attack decay envelope or at audio rates. Oh, and the 4-quadrant VCA, let me go back over here actually. Since it goes to audio rate, you can use it for ring modulation, and the bias can be switched to bipolar to null out the carrier if you want. The VCA also has an output limiter that can be pushed into saturation. Do you have any questions?
Yeah. Availability?
Oh yes, the boundary is currently shipping to retailers. It costs $219, and it comes both in the black and silver variants. Thank you so much.